Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mexico City, Mexico. We are here for Saturday Night Carnage. We have a spectacular night set out for you guys. And up first, we will be having the AAA Latin American Championship on the line. Now, this whole show here tonight, all title matches, it is almost every single AAA championship being defended here tonight against WWE roster superstars. Up first, we have the AAA Latin American Championship, the current champion being Mr. Iguana. And this man right here, the challenger, all ego Ethan Page. Unfortunately for him, he is coming off of a loss against Damian Priest. But I mean, that is a loss to a former world champion. It is something in which, if you're going to lose to someone, you want to lose to someone like him. You get me? So either way, I do think all ego Ethan Page, having already previously beaten Mr. Iguana, definitely comes in here with a bit of confidence and, a bit of an advantage, again, as he's already beaten Mr. Iguana previously. Set out for later tonight, we still got the AAA Tag Team Champions, currently held by Los Payasos Locos, being defended versus Los Garza. We have Lola Vice versus Fabi Apache for the AAA Reina de Reinas Championship. We got, we have Laredo Kid in a triple threat match alongside Drago and Trick Williams for the AAA Cruiserweight Championship. And then to come in our main event here tonight, we will have El Hijo del Vikingo go ahead and defend his AAA Mega Championship against Dragon Lee of the LWO. But that to come all later tonight. For now, we have Mr. Iguana, the current AAA Latin American Champion. He is here, looking to see if he can prove that the loss against Ethan Page was a fluke. Or maybe Ethan Page is going to prove that it wasn't, and we can go ahead and crown a new champion here tonight. A lot of opportunities for new champions. So we'll see how things go. Next weekend still to come, we will be having Survivor Series, so that is gonna look to be great. We already know we'll see Jade Cargill versus Bianca Belair for the Women's WWE Championship. We know we're gonna be seeing John Cena for for the WWE Championship against Cody Rhodes, and I believe we confirmed a couple more matches, but brain's a little foggy. But anyhow, big opportunity here tonight. We've already been able to crown new champions just within the last week. I mean, we were able to crown the Lost Souls as the new World Tag Team Champions, John Cena as the People's Champion, Jordynne Grace winning the Women's NXT Championship, the Bella Twins winning the Women's Tag Team Championships, AJ Lee winning the Women's World Championship. We had Matt Cardona winning the Heritage Championship. Darkseid winning the NXT Tag Team Championships. So, we can see a lot more here tonight. Let's see how things go right there. As for now, opening match here tonight. All ego Ethan Page, Mr. Iguana set to battle it out for the AAA Latin American Champion. Now, yesterday I was talking about how Ethan Page was simply a rookie when it comes to the main roster, but he has already had his time in TNA and in other promotions to build himself up, so do not count him out because he does have that experience. And what I meant by being a rookie was simply a rookie to, the WWE main roster. But here tonight, do not count him out, but same with Mr. Iguana. He is a champion for a reason, so do not count him out either. It is going to be a very interesting matchup. We're going to have to wait and see who's going to end up leaving Mexico City as the AAA Latin American champion? Will it be the current champion, Mr. Iguana, or will it be All Ego Ethan Page? We'll find out in just a couple of moments. As right now, Mr. Iguana with a nice little suplex, doing some nice damage right there. Now off of the top ropes with a little bit of bounciness, looking for the pinfall one. A kick out at one by Ethan Page as Mr. Iguana not yet done. Now awaiting Ethan Page, who slowly gets up. Mr. Iguana looking to do some damage. Instead, he's countered. Big boot to the face as Ethan Page able to switch things around. However, quickly, Mr. Iguana trying to get back on the attack once again. He is being countered right here as Ethan Page now looking to grab Mr. Iguana, sending him straight into the turnbuckle. Gonna look for the quick pinfall. Is this gonna be enough to become the new champion? No, it is not. Mr. Iguana able to go ahead and kick out right there, but Ethan Page is now in control and now looking to do some big damage onto Mr. Iguana and just completely tear him apart before he is able to look for another pinfall big splash. And instead he is gonna look for another here. 1, 2, almost gets it done. That's not a good sight for Mr. Iguana, having to get all the way to the count of 2 so early on to this match, but maybe it's a secret of his to, get that extra second to catch his breath. As right here, he's able to go ahead and counter now, get back on the attack, so maybe that was a smart play, trying to make an impact onto the body of Ethan Page. However, Ethan Page counters not for long, as now Mr. Iguana trying to send Ethan into the turnbuckle once again. Mr. Iguana able to be countered. Ethan Page looking for the pinfall. 1, 2. No. Kick out at 1 by Mr. Iguana, who is now able to kick Ethan Page in the head. Able to escape this hold. Big Superman punch. Big splash. And now Mr. Iguana slowly but surely crawling his way back into control, pulling the rope and taking the lead. Once again, Ethan Page able to go ahead and counter Mr. Iguana, who is now slammed down straight onto the mat. Ethan Page, showing a little bit of cockiness. Big boot to the face of Mr. Iguana right here. Is once again, it is Ethan Page who is back in control. It was Mr. Iguana who was starting things off at least a little bit, but then it's been all ego Ethan Page. And I mean, you come off after an enormous match against Damian Priest, you learn a couple of tricks, and maybe his mentality is, sure, I lost to a world champion, but I was able to learn a lot from him. And he's coming in here, maybe rather than, with a loss on his resume, it's instead a learning experience. Mr. Iguana looking to make Ethan Page tap. Can he go ahead and get the victory by making the all-ego Ethan Page tap in order to retain his AAA championship? Mr. Iguana is squeezing hard, but Ethan Page able to escape the hold of Mr. Iguana right there. As we take a look at the body of Ethan Page, it has been quite bruised up, even though we've just been talking about the fact that it has been a lot of Ethan Page on the attack. Nevertheless, he has quite, taking a big amount of damage. Pinfall, using the ropes in order to be able to put a little bit more pressure. Still, though, Mr. Iguana is able to kick out. As I was saying, Mr. Iguana has taken definitely more damage than Ethan Page, but nevertheless, look at the body of Ethan Page, completely bruised up, just to show just how strong and how great of a superstar Mr. Iguana is. A lot of people look at him, take him as a joke, but he is a serious competitor. However, Ethan Page, with the ego's edge, may be able to secure the championship. 1, 2, 3, and there it is. We have a new AAA Latin American champion. All ego Ethan Page has done it. He has gone ahead and beaten Mr. Iguana yet again, this time for the championship. Former NXT champion, now a AAA Latin American champion. Congratulations to All Ego Ethan Page. What a way to start off the night with a brand new champion. All Ego Ethan Page, and Still got a lot more opportunities at new champions. As up next, we have, I believe, the AAA Cruiserweight Championship on the line. Yes, we do. 2 challengers, 1 champion. Only one can leave as a AAA Cruiserweight Champion. Up first, Mr. Whoop, that Trick Willie is here. I believe a 2-time NXT champion, former NXT North American champion, maybe even former tag team champion over on NXT. I'm not 100%. But now here tonight with an opportunity at becoming a AAA Cruiserweight champion. Now, I'm not sure if I mentioned this before, but when we have triple threat action like this, where there's 1 champion, 2 challengers, instantly the opportunity for a new champion to be crowned rises more than 50%. Not only because there are 2 challengers, which is more than half of the people within the match, but also because the champion does not have to be pinned. Trick Williams, Laredo Kid could go ahead, Drago could go ahead and pin one another, with Laredo Kid not even getting pinned, and he could still go ahead and lose his title. So that already makes, this whole thing a little bit tricky for Laredo Kid. But we'll see how things go, as now Trick Williams is inside of the ring. Up next, another challenger, as we've been mentioning. This will be a triple threat match. We have Drago, this man, joined the WWE over all the way back at, I believe it was Clash at the Castle. If I believe so. And now that Drago is here, I've been talking about breaking news and all this big information. Well, I think it's time to go ahead and break some news. I mean, we have things stacked here. First and foremost, Yoshiki Inamura will no longer be wrestling within NXT in the WWE. He has been sent back to Japan. Well, not sent back, just his time here on NXT has come to an end. His owner company decided they wanted to go ahead and do something with him and insert him into their heavyweight championship division. So he will be headed back to Japan. Thank you, Yoshiki Inamura, for your time in NXT in the tag team division with Josh Briggs. But he is now headed back to Japan. The TNA tag titles have been vacated. Big breaking news, as the Nemeths, both Ryan and Nick Nemeth, have officially signed with the WWE. That is correct. The Nemeths are now part of Monday Night Raw. Of course, I mentioned earlier that Meta 2, Lash Legend, Jakara Jackson have officially joined SmackDown. And another big breaking news, the Hardys, Jeff and Matt Hardy, have officially joined SmackDown in order to make that tag team division even better. Even more, the Elegance brand will also be joining Monday Night Raw. And that's already just a little glimpse of the big information that we have. We still have a little bit more, and we'll keep talking about it as the night goes on. We have this triple threat match ahead of us. Laredo Kid, Drago, Trick Williams, AAA Cruiserweight Championship. Real quick, I'll mention again, you don't got to pin the champion, and just when you get rid of one guy, the next one could creep out of nowhere. So it's going to be a difficult match. We'll go ahead and see how things go. So, quick reminder of what I just announced. Yoshiki Inamura back to Japan. The TNA Tag Team Championships have been vacated, and the Nemeths will be joining Monday Night Raw. The Meta 2, as I confirmed earlier, both today and yesterday, the Meta 2 have officially joined SmackDown, and they have also gone ahead and vacated their TNA Knockouts Tag Team Championships, sending them back to TNA in order to truly focus on the main roster. And then the Hardys, Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy, have returned to the WWE as a tag team and will be taking part of the SmackDown Tag Team Division. And the reason I decided to do all of this breaking news... Oh, sorry. One more thing. I'm not sure if I did mention this, but former TNA Tag Team Knockout Champions, the Elegance brand, have officially joined Monday Night Raw as well, so boosting the Women's Tag Team Division. We have a little bit more breaking news, but the reason I decided to start talking about this is because we also have breaking news within, with someone within this match as Drago. Whether he wins or loses here tonight, he has decided he wants to head back to AAA. So we want to go ahead and first and foremost thank Drago for his time here in the WWE, and he can go ahead and end his time within WWE by becoming the AAA Cruiserweight Champion. Now that does not mean he can't show back up. Just simply he'll be more focused on the AAA show that showing up every Saturday. Maybe one of these days we'll show that on the channel. So yes, Drago will be heading back to AAA. Let's see what I have here. More breaking news. There will be call-ups to both Evolve, NXT, and the main roster happening very soon. I believe it may be happening as soon as the new year hits, so the first week of January. So stay tuned. Let's see. Moose has vacated his X Division title, has joined NXT. And sorry if I'm spoiling this. I'm not sure if this already happened, but I believe he cut a promo, potentially, and he'll be having a match against Ricky Saint. So that's some breaking news. Moose, a new signing. Matt Cardona, new signing. I do believe we did announce that. So yes, so we will be having Moose, Matt Cardona, and Joe Hendry all joining the WWE roster, them being over on NXT. Let's see. So yes, Moose. We talked about the Elegance brand joining Raw. All of the TNA Tag Team Champions, men and women, have been vacated as the Nemeths join Raw. Elegance Brands joins Raw. The Hardys join SmackDown. The Meta 2 have been headed to SmackDown. And for now, that is all the news we have made. Also, that's more likely than not the new call-ups from Evolve to NXT and from the Indies to Evolve and NXT to the main roster will be happening around January, right before the Royal Rumble season, WrestleMania season, so on and so forth. So some big breaking news as we go ahead and just make some big upgrades to the tag team divisions, both men's and women's, as well as the men's singles division over on NXT, and still more to be announced later tonight. Says, Trick Williams may be able to become the champion here out of nowhere. 1, 2, 3. And I said it at the beginning, you do not have to pin the champion. He pins Drago in his final match as a WWE roster superstar as he heads back to AAA. But Trick Williams is the new AAA Cruiserweight Champion, 2-time NXT Champion, former North American Champion, and now able to add AAA Cruiserweight Championship to that list. After some enormous breaking news, we're able to go ahead and crown yet another new champion. Now next up, I believe we have some women's action. Lola Vice, Fabi Apache, the Reina de Reinas Championship on the line. There it is. Lola Vice is here looking to do something extremely incredible. An opportunity for her to become a world champion. Now some breaking news with Lola Vice that I have been so graciously given the opportunity to say Lola Vice. Let me say exactly what Adam Pearce said here. Lola Vice, a cultural phenomenon. The fans love her. The roster loves her. I love her. Therefore, with her great opportunity at potentially becoming the AAA Reina de Reinas champion, I want to give her an opportunity at much more. If it is that Lola Vice is able to go ahead and become the AAA Women's World Champion, then she will also earn herself a Monday Night Raw contract. Thank you, Lola Vice, for everything that you have done for NXT. And as much as I will miss seeing you on NXT, if you are able to become a world champion, you are ready for the main roster. So some big breaking news is if Lola Vice wins here tonight, not only does she have the spectacular opportunity at going ahead and becoming the AAA Reina de Reinas champion, the equivalent of a world champion for AAA in the women's division, the top title you can win in AAA for the women's. Not only does she win that, she also earns herself an opportunity in the main roster spot. So some big things at stake for Vice City Lola Vice. An opportunity to become, a world champion. And also an opportunity to go ahead and join the main roster over on Monday Night Raw. But in her way is Fabi Apache. I don't remember exactly. I believe this is her third title reign as a AAA Reina de Reinas champion. So she has both the experience of being a world champion and also the title reigns that show that she can do it more than once. Winning it wasn't a fluke, as I said previously. This may be her second, third, or fourth. I'm not 100%. I don't plan on checking. So some big breaking news previously, as we had mentioned, some people leaving, some people signing with the WWE, as well as big opportunities here for Lola Vice, and still more to be announced as the matches go on, as this match has officially begun. The AAA Reina de Reinas Championship on the line. Lola Vice, Fabi Apache, of course, has already previously faced off against Lola Vice. Unfortunately for Fabi Apache, she lost, and that's the way that Lola Vice was able to go ahead and earn herself this championship opportunity. So same way that, a majority of these guys earn their title shots by beating the champions in regular matches. But I kind of say this the same as I said for Ethan Page. Lola Vice may come into this match with a bit of an advantage, having already beaten the world champion. Sure, the nerves may be a lot higher because, now the championship is actually on the line, but I do believe Lola Vice has the full capabilities to be able to become a champion here tonight. We already know she can beat Fabi Apache. She just has to do it again and try not to remember that that the championships are on the line, as at the moment Lola Vice is doing some phenomenal damage onto Fabi Apache. She may be able to go ahead and end this match nice and early, because Lola Vice is really just in control. Fabi Apache still has not been able to do much damage onto Lola Vice. Lola Vice looking to continue right there finally. Fabi Apache able to get on the attack with a nice little reversal right there. DDT now finally. Time for Fabi Apache to be able to show a little bit about what she has. Maybe not for the longest. Quickly countered. Referee's count is at 5. Lola Vice can, she can win the match by countout, but she cannot become champion by countout. She must pin or submit the champion. So, alright, I was about to say she should probably try to force the champion into the ring, but it looks like Fabi Apache it will go in there on her own. No need for Lola Vice to force her inside of the ring. As right here, Fabi Apache with a big right hook, dropping Lola Vice. Is maybe a good opportunity to look for the pinfall, and I believe Fabi Apache was looking for it. However, Lola Vice able to counter a nice little kick and some big chomps right here from Fabi Apache. Nice suplex as Lola Vice now finally starting to feel the wrath and the strength of Fabi. As now, what is she looking at? Do big kick. Straight to the head of Lola Vice. Now looking for the pinfall to retain her championship. 1, 2. Kick out at 2 by Lola Vice. As Fabi Apache now going to look to fly off of the middle rope. Lola Vice is able to move out of the way right there. However, Fabi Apache not finished. This may be enough. Lola Vice is bleeding to retain her championship. Lola Vice able to go ahead and kick out again. However, as I mentioned, her face is busted open. She is bleeding. So already taking a big amount of damage, as well as that blood is going to get in the way of her breathing, of her vision. So this is going to be quite difficult for Lola Vice to be able to really come out on top from this. But maybe this instead is a good thing. Sure, it may ruin her vision, but it has awoken something within Lola Vice. And hold on, to become the AAA Reina de Reinas champion. Again. Oh, she cannot do it. Not yet. Fabi Apache, I thought that was actually over. I thought that was it, but Fabi Apache able to go ahead and kick out. Oh my days, this match continues. Now Fabi Apache is countered, sent to the ropes. Able to move out of the way of the kick right there from Lola Vice. Now on the attack, countered. Lola Vice with a big hit. And now may have busted open the face of Fabi Apache, returning the favor right there. As yes, I believe the forehead of Fabi is bleeding, also dripping down, preventing her from getting good breathing passages and good vision. Nevertheless, as both of these women continue showing exactly the type of warriors that they are. Lola Vice in control, looking to secure this championship after she had some blood coming out of her body. Out of nowhere, she just became a different superstar, honestly. We need to see this Lola Vice more often without having to see the blood. Lola Vice doing big damage as she now looks to put an end to this match in order to not only earn her main roster contract, but also to become the AAA Reina de Reinas champion. There is no way Fabi Apache kicks out of this. 1, 2, and 3. We have a new champion. 3 matches in. 3 new champions. Lola Vice is a new AAA Reina de Reinas champion. And not only that, she is now officially part of Monday Night Raw. Now for this next match, things are a little tricky. Let's go ahead and jump into this next match as I go ahead and start talking about this. So, first and foremost, win or lose, Los Payasos Locos will go ahead and be joining Raw Tag Team Division. So, another new team to boost the Tag Team Division. However, I was very fortunate to go ahead and be in an interview with Santos Escobar, Angel, and Berto. And I asked them about this match and how they felt that the opportunity and the potential chance at going ahead and becoming AAA Tag Team Champions. They said they did not care. They did not value these titles one bit. They said sure, their families had fought and battled in AAA, and heck, they have had some work in AAA, but the top of the pyramid, the top of the industry was WWE. They said they did not want anything to do with these tag team titles. They didn't want to win tonight. They simply wanted to beat the crap out of Los Payasos Locos. And instead of winning this match and becoming champions, they were hoping this match would be a good thing to add to their resume, to go ahead and potentially make it the case that they deserve to face off against Los Reyes for the WWE Tag Team title. So I find this interesting because And the champions win here tonight. They vacate the titles. And they join the Raw roster, now chasing the World Tag Team Championships. And then you look at the challengers. They don't want to win. So I'm very confused on how this match is going to go. If they're instantly going to look to disqualify themselves and just have a big beating, if they're going to, just dominate the match and try to beat Los Payasos Locos, but then lose the count. I'm not sure, honestly, how this match is going to go. Big breaking news, though. Win or lose, Payasos Locos will join Monday Night Raw in their tag team division, but I'm more intrigued on what's going to happen and how Los Garza is going to go ahead and move around with this match. Now, my apologies if it sounds like I'm talking weird. I'm eating right now, so, boys gotta eat. We got some probiotic strawberries covered in yogurt. So, nice. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how this match goes, since Los Garza don't want anything to do with these titles. They don't see any value within this championship, but maybe that is them kind of playing mind games, trying to act like they don't care, but then take the titles off. Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to see what ends up happening in this match, because those guys are some tricky guys. You never get the chance for titles, and the one time that they do, they decide, oh, we don't care about these titles. Really makes no sense to me, but everyone's, got their own thing, whatever floats your boat, I guess. As nevertheless, new signings. Pagano, Psycho Clown will be joining the Raw Tag Team division following tonight, win or lose. And of course, still to come in the main event will be El Hijo del Vikingo versus Dragon Lee for the AAA Mega Championship. And then next weekend, you have Survivor Series. Ooh, look at that. My mind is on top of things, so I won't get fired. So yes, let me scribble this off. We announce that Payasos Locos will be joining Raw. Oh, Mr. Iguana has a nice little, not an official WWE roster signing in the sense that he still will be participating a lot in AAA, but he has like a dual contract. Of course, it's kind of weird. WWE is owned, or other way around, AAA is owned by WWE. But you have still the WWE contracts, AAA contracts. Iguana has now gone ahead and Berto maybe trying to get himself disqualified right there as he attacks our referee. I would have gone ahead and disqualified him. As of course I know they're just trying to look for pain onto the Los Payasos Locos, but it looks like they're trying to do the same to the referee. I should end this match right here, right now, but anyhow, Iguana has a dual contract. He will also be part of the SmackDown roster. Not too often that we'll be seeing him, but nevertheless, he is officially signed. Of course, Lola Vice, new champion, is now part of Raw as well. And to me, that looks like all the main news that I had. The other breaking news is we have our 16 participants. I'm not sure if I want to announce all of them. I'll go ahead and announce all of them. So, the 16 participants are Braun Strowman, Trick Williams, Randy Orton, Oba Femi, Rusev, Dirty Dom, Damian Priest, Javon Evans, Gunther, Sheamus, Uncle Howdy, Joe Hendry, Rey Mysterio, The Miz, AJ Styles, and Nick Nemeth. 16 superstars all battling it out for John Cena to be John Cena's final opponents. Now, I announced the 16th, so no surprises now. With the ones that were supposed to be surprises were like Nick Nemeth, Joe Henry. They're officially part of the WWE roster, as I mentioned earlier. And we'll go ahead and announce all the matchups. So, it's if you guys have ever seen like a soccer bracket, it's kind of like that. As we'll go ahead and announce that the way the matches are working. So, on the right-hand side of the oh, okay, hold on. I've been seeing a lot of weapons, but usually they're inside of the ring, and there it is. The match is over. They did do some big damage on Los Payasos Locos. What an unfortunate way to end the match. We were never really able to get into that match simply because Payasos Locos, nevertheless, were, if they won, would vacate their titles. They won here. So the titles are vacated. They're headed over to Raw. Los Garza didn't want the titles. So, and still, but they're instantly vacated. But anyhow, it is now time for the main event of the night. We have the AAA Mega Championship, Dragon Lee versus El Hijo del Vikingo. Let's go ahead and talk about this. So, on the right hand of the bracket, we have Braun Strowman versus Randy Orton. Trick Williams versus Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Javon Evans versus Gunther. Joe Henry versus Rey Mysterio. Now, before I go on to the left-hand side, Dragon Lee is accompanied by Zelina Vega, Joaquin Wild, and one half of the WWE Tag Team Champions, the title that it seems as though the Garza want the most over anything. We got Rey Mysterio. So, on the left-hand side of the bracket, we have Nick Nemeth versus AJ Styles. The Miz versus Uncle Howdy. Rusev versus Sheamus. We know those guys have some chemistry, so that's great to hear. And Oba Femi versus Damian Priest, which means the winner of Damian Priest and Oba Femi will face the winner of Rusev and Sheamus. The winner of Uncle Howdy and The Miz will versus the winner of AJ Styles and Nick Nemeth. The winner of Braun Strowman versus Randy face off against the winner of Trick and Dirty Dom. And the winner of Javon versus Gunther will face the winner of Joe Henry versus Rey Mysterio. Those are the 16 chosen and randomly selected as well. Some superstars who will be in the Last Time Is Now tournament in order to find out who John Cena's final opponent will be. That to come next weekend. Of course, we still have Survivor Series. We still have stuff to do, stuff to go, and things that have to happen before then. But interesting times. Halloween Havoc right around the corner as well for NXT. Things are looking great so far for the WWE. As again, I mentioned WrestleMania season right around the corner. The Royal Rumble's coming soon. Elimination Chamber coming soon. And then WrestleMania marks the end of Season 1 here on the channel. And a bit of a fresh start, of course. Breaking a little bit of a character here. WWE 2K26 is coming out. I've already gone ahead and pre-ordered that in order to get the Joe Henry pack. I don't believe it comes out till March, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get everything I want to record within 2K25 in that time span because of school, because of work, because I'm lazy and sometimes I don't feel like doing this. But I'm going to try to spam as much as I can, even if it's not, Monday Night Raw getting posted on Mondays, and if that means I got to post 5 different shows on one day, then that's what I got to do. I just want to be able to get everything out up until WrestleMania season, so by the time 2K26 is out, we can start sort of fresh. And then I think for 2K26, I won't be doing the Evolve. I just felt like it was fun introducing some of the faces, but I think won't be showing that on the channel. If I choose to bring one of those guys up to the NXT roster, I'll go ahead and just do that without having to show them on the show. Yeah, I was thinking about also cutting NXT, but I think we need NXT. I think it's very, gives opportunity for more people to be seen. But, yeah. this is probably being uploaded way after it's recorded. That's how a lot of these videos work. That's why I end up forgetting some stuff, because I record in big amounts. So I'll play all the, I'll play like 2 weeks worth of film, and then I'll record in like 2-3 days. So everything's like all crammed in, sorta. And then like something that was recorded, months ago barely uploads now or whatever. But basically my point is 2K26 is coming. Things may get a little bit messy simply because I just want to go ahead and clean up and finish off this, what you would consider a season within WWE, in order for us to have a little bit more of a fresh start for 2K26. We will still try to go ahead and download the same players which we have downloaded here, which we will be using. We're still going to have maybe some cuts, so I don't have to showcase everyone, because I'm not sure if created wrestlers will be made for certain people right away. But yeah, just wanted to let you guys know. We will be also cutting some weeks, so I have been like skipping a whole week out of a couple months. So for example, we have Halloween Havoc coming on, but within the calendar we're actually already in like November. So things are a little bit moved around, but again, it's just so I can go ahead and be able to finish this before the release of 2K26. Anyhow, let's go ahead and jump into this championship main events. We have El Hijo del Vikingo against Dragon Lee, the AAA Mega Championship on the line. And at the moment, Dragon Lee has taken a bit of a damage, but he's going back into control. Of course, he has Rey Mysterio, Zelina Vega, Joaquin Wilde in his corner. Zelina Vega, former United States champion. Rey Mysterio, I mean, he's won the IC title, he's won United States Championship, tag team titles, world championships. He's a Hall of Famer. He's a Grand Slam champion. That is someone you want in your corner. Joaquin Wilde, on the other hand, I don't think he's won anything within the WWE, but nevertheless, still some good support to be able to have. So, in your corner, you have former champions, a freaking Hall of Famer, a legend of not only WWE, but Lucha Libre, and Rey Mysterio can surely be screaming at you some tips, some advice on how to go ahead and become champion here tonight. But El Hijo del Vikingo, this is being his second title reign for the AAA Mega Championship, the first one being over 860 days, I believe, if my memory serves me correct. And even then, he never lost the title. He has to actually go ahead and vacate it due to injury. And right when he returned, won that title back. Since then, he's been holding on to that title strongly. I believe he's held this title. Actually, I'm not sure. I'm not even going to try to guess, because I'll probably be very wrong. But point is, El Hijo del Vikingo is not to be taken lightly. This man can go ahead and do some phenomenal things. Of course, AAA in the past had hold on. Forget the past. Dragon Lee to become AAA Mega Champion. Almost able to get it done. Kick out at one by El Hijo del Vikingo. As I was about to say, previously AAA had a bit of a partnership with a rival brand of WWE. So El Hijo del Vikingo has traveled amongst different promotions. I believe maybe even AAA in there. Of course, that rival promotion being AEW. As AAA and them had that little bit of a partnership. Now AAA being owned by WWE. So, yeah, just wanted to share that, because Hijo del Vikingo is not to be taken lightly. He can go ahead and definitely use all those matches of experience across different brands against different faces to go ahead and come out on top here tonight. Just because Dragon Lee has Rey Mysterio, Zelina Vega, Joaquin Wilde in his corner, he has a numbers game advantage, does not mean he can go ahead and retain here. He can go ahead and do that no matter who was in Dragon Lee's corner, and he may be able to do so right here, right now. Dragon Lee may be out, as El Hijo del Vikingo wants to put an end to this in order to go ahead and secure another successful title defense. Maybe his 7th in this reign. Not 100% on that either. Should probably check my facts, but hey, And now El Hijo del Vikingo. If he hasn't been in control for the last couple of minutes, he surely is now. We saw a slight glimpse of Dragon Lee potentially being able to go ahead and become the champion, but Dragon Lee, unfortunately, maybe not fully ready for such a big championship. Maybe he is able to switch things around just when we thought El Hijo del Vikingo could look for the finish and look for the pinfall. Dragon Lee back on the attack. El Hijo del Vikingo is able to go ahead and move out of the way right there now. Some big hits onto Dragon Lee. Is Dragon Lee going to look to return? He does. Dragon Lee now looking for a little bit of a comeback move here. Dragon Lee scooping El Hijo del Vikingo now. Dragon Lee with an opportunity of a lifetime looking for the pinfall. I don't think this is enough to put the champion away. It is not. Gonna have to do a little bit more before he is able to go and put him away. This may be it. Big knee to the face of El Hijo del Vikingo. And Dragon Lee is now finished, charging up once again. That knee has no protection. Big slam down to become the AAA Mega Champion. 1, 2, 3, and we have a new champion. Dragon Lee has done it. The title that Rey Mysterio was never able to hold is now being held by Dragon Lee. The student of Rey Mysterio. Dragon Lee has done it. He is the new AAA Mega Champion. Thank you so much for tuning in. We will see you guys all over on Monday Night Raw.